All right, brethren, them. What a gwan, Rock D. Lee. The last episode of Mid and Abyss, episode 12. We had some people unhappy because of Rock D. Lee's reaction, so I'm here to address the topic. No, for real. So, yeah, I saw that, there's a sentiment of disappointment with Lee in the last video. And I feel that. So, Made in Abyss. Well, let me first address the first topic. Because one of the comments, they took it on the Discord side of Patreon. Lee must be drinking or high as hell. Because of whatever my reaction was. First of all, be proud of Lee. Lee is cutting back on drinking. Yeah, the drunken Lee is leaving. I've been drinking these kombuchas because they have like 0.5% in it of alcohol. It's not enough to make you tipsy or anything, but it's enough to satisfy the cravings. So first of all, that is taken care of. As far as being high, that's a possibility. But to be honest with you, I do some of my best work when I'm high because it gets me to think a little bit deeper, and I'm way outside the box when I am. Like if you watch Call the Night, the finale, right? It's like, yo, I was in it, man. I was in it because it opens my mind and my ideas and stuff like that. And my grades in college are always better when I actually was on something. I'll put all my business out there. Just because it actually gets me to focus. Because I'm just saying, if I'm drinking, okay, my ADHD basically gets under control because my mind slows down. So I'm actually able to focus because I'm drinking. And that makes no sense to a lot of you, but my sister is exactly the same way. I pay attention better when I do drink. So that's that. But anyways, I have reduced that, so that's not even anything to talk about anymore. For my liver, guys, you can't be 40 with no liver. I am trying to enjoy this success with a healthy body. So there's a lot of things I've been doing. The kombucha, I've been walking, I've been working out more. I've lost 7 pounds over the last month. So you guys can't tell, but I'm working on me. But, I don't know, but so anyways, I'll go on. You guys need to know the information. So yeah, it's been a rough week, guys. So we came back from the hurricane. We started recording longer content because I was tired and made the best. That's what I'm getting to. I was tired. So we've been recording more content. You guys saw this Bleach update with my computer failing. This thing flickers, Adobe crashes, and every time Adobe crashes, I have to restart my computer if I want to edit because I can't see anything when Adobe crashes. So my editing process is longer. I had my kid with me because there's no school and the daycares are closed. There's no Starbucks available. That's just shut down. And the concentrated coffee that I would normally drink, that's not an option anymore. That is also gone because we're having a supply shortage because everyone is hoarding because of this natural disaster. So, yeah, there's a lot of factors. Recording longer, no coffee, went to bed late, lots of editing problems. But it's not the first time, I had a lack of coffee or a lack of sleep. It's not like I always get enough sleep. The reality also is, I don't know, man. Is other ages catching up with me? Or, is this the reality? That episode of Made in Abyss just didn't resonate with a tired version of Lee. Because I often record like things like Cobra Kai or Stranger Things as a last video when I'm tired. Because I could feel it in my body. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Let's do Stranger Things. We've saved Stranger Things for last because that'll hype me up. Cobra Kai, we saved Cobra Kai for last. That'll hype me up, bro. I just start thinking about Johnny. Quiet! And I get hype, like instantly. So the thing about me when I'm fatigued, and this is very unique to me. Well, I don't think it's unique, but the way my body works is if I'm tired, but when I'm tired, there are certain shows that can activate my adrenaline. And so I'm normally fine. So I was a little over ambitious thinking that, I in a tired state, I could do this Made in Abyss because it's been picking up. It's been picking up in the momentum, especially after the episode before, episode 11. Like, oh, shit. Episode 12 was a fantastic episode, but it wasn't an adrenaline episode for me. Or I was just out of adrenaline. We did Vincenzo that day. beautiful. Everyone is pleased. Especially at the end. We got really excited at the end. And then we did episodes 5 through 8 of Cyberpunk. So let me know how you guys thought about that, because I recorded those when I was tired. But the funny thing is about cyber, and there's a combination of things. I also start to imagine being tired and needing adrenaline. 'Cause I was tired from the very beginning of the day. Being tired and operating on adrenaline, Cyberpunk on theme with the show, right? Probably just wore the heck out of me. Because I don't think you're gonna notice me being tired in Cyberpunk. I don't think you'll notice. Because that show was just fast paced and it was nuts. So you transition from Cyberpunk to Made in Abyss episode 12, and your adrenaline just at least for me, I think that's what happened. My adrenaline so I'm operating on fumes at that moment. And we didn't push any more recordings. We just stopped at that episode. But I do apologize. I'm gonna, follow the signals of my body better, and pace myself next time. And now we're gonna go into the rant part of it. The rant part of it, because I wanted to, get all the high level stuff taken care of. I do want to remind people that Made in Abyss is a passion project. I don't post it on YouTube, and you guys know how I feel about these Patreon only shows. The reason why I bring that up is we don't even have to post that, man. I just wanted to watch it because people said it was so good. So I'm like, I want to see it. I want to know what it's like, because I don't want to miss out on that. I think when you're a fan of in a genre, right? You should taste some of these staples, some of these greats, so that you can speak intelligently on it, and you just have that exposure. I can't sit here and talk about the best animes of all time, and I'm dodging one that is highly regarded. People say Made in Abyss is like goated. It's fantastic. So I'm like, all right, then I gotta experience this. I gotta know what this is like, so that I can either agree that it's goated or not. So it is one of those things where I'm not constrained with the views. It doesn't go anywhere. I just want to see it. I could watch it by myself, but look, guys, it's more fun to react with director. That's why we have She-Hulk that surprised everybody. I want to see some giant feet, and I don't want to watch it by myself. So we're gonna react to it as a trio. Surprise! Surprise! She-Hulk, and I like it, and it's fun that way. I ain't gonna lie, but if I was watching She-Hulk when I was tired, you'd probably have a similar episode. No, because She-Hulk has the formula. I'll get frustrated about something, even from the relationship side of things. I'll get frustrated. It'll activate me. It has those moments. There are certain elements that is needed in a show that will get me hype or pull me in or pull me from a tired state. I believe in my baby girl Jen. She would have got me. So and Made in Abyss is growing on me. There are certain things I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Shows like Made in Abyss and Classroom of the Elite season 1, right? They have something in common where it's very detailed oriented, and they're just talking about stuff. And I don't know what to do with it, and I have a hard time remembering, especially if they're just talking about details. I'm like, but why? But why? I'm not a detail-oriented person. I don't remember details. I remember emotion. I remember conflict. I remember face expressions. I think in the last episode of Made in Abyss, I got excited about why this rabbit girl was looking at this homie like that. I was like, yo, is there familiarity going on? That got me excited about the possibility of them knowing each other. But you could tell me all the details about descending to the abyss, the side effects of it, and I'll have a hard time retaining that. And that's consistent with every show. So where I was going with Classroom of the Elite is that's one of the reasons I had Adorkable always lead the discussions. I was very open about it. I was like, this is your show, Adorkable. People have been saying that Classroom of the Elite is goated. They say it's so good. So we're going to watch it. We're going to react to it. Y'all viewers wanted it. But I can't recap. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. I can't keep up with these strategies that they got. Now, season 2, Classroom of the Elite. Now, that was fire. I'm not going to spoil anything, but they started revealing some characters, or not revealing, they started developing certain characters and some shocks. Like, yo, these people are fucked up, bruh. So then season 2 is when I got it. Maybe the same thing is gonna happen in the Main Abyss. Once I hit season 2, I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, like this is serious, right? Um, that's how it is. Back to Classroom of the Elite. I tend to retain information better once the show. How do I explain? Oh, basically, it has to provoke a certain level of emotion that gets me to consider and think about it a lot. So right now in Main Abyss, it's like, oh, it's horror. Everything is aft. But there's not something that I think about the show in between episodes. So then I'm likely to forget the information. I'm likely to forget because I'm not pondering on the show in between reactions. Now you got something like Cobra Kai, you got something like Bleach, you can tell I've been pondering on it because of my commentary when I come on an intro. I'm like, I was thinking. Those shows get me to ponder. A lot of them do get me to ponder because of their relationships, because of ideologies, themes, all that kind of stuff that really gets you to think. That is how I retain information normally. If I'm not pondering, I usually won't remember. That's just how things work for me specifically. I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. Oh, so, people had a hard time. I read some people like, yo, man, it's on the Discord side of things, Discord Patreon side of things. And it was like, yo, I watched Lee talk for 10 minutes about this goddamn, a spot. I won't say the name. I don't want to ruin anything for people. And it's like, yeah, because I was really excited about that Espada. That's not a fake thing, guys. If I'm excited about something, I could talk about it for a long time. That Espada had me thinking about that. Espada was living rent free in my head for like a week or 2 weeks. I think I had him for like 2-3 weeks. I'm like, yo, this guy is insane. I can't figure him out, but he's cool. Even that old scientist one, I won't ruin it, but some of them got me to think, especially when they say what their ideology. I'm like, this kind of don't make sense. Huh? Let's see where we're going with that. Those things really get me to think. So, in Main Abyss, I'm not gonna lie to you. Remember I told you there's not information for me that I'm pondering on in between episodes. There's not. So I'm gonna have a harder time with the commentary that you guys are looking for. Right now, I'm watching for the experience. And once this show does what it's going to do, because you guys say it's yo, just wait. You just wait. I think y'all said green. The green thing was your favorite. The big green. I don't remember. Anyways, like, yo, I think it's going to do what Classroom of the Elite does. It's going to finally pick itself up. We're going to have all the pieces together. We're going to have all the introduction, and then boom, and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't got there yet. I've gone to, oh shit, this is fucked, right? That's where I'm at. But I'm not at the stage where, oh, this is fucked. Let me think about how fucked this is while I'm at breakfast. For example, Stranger Things, when Hop is having an argument with a young lady, I won't spoil it for anybody, having an argument with the young lady, and I'm like, yo, I don't like the way Hop, I have my own daughter. I'm like, you know what? He was probably right, man, but that delivery is not how you talk to a young girl. There's a certain way you have to talk to them for them to listen to you. If you shout at them, they shut down. And you get nothing done, right? You have to talk to them a certain way. There's lessons to extract from that. They're learning from each other, right? Those are the things that usually will get me. You'll actually observe once Stranger Things Season 4 starts posting, no spoilers, that I have less post-discussion commentary at certain points in the series because the relationships aren't that toxic anymore. They just really trying to save the world right now. I ain't gonna spoil it, but they on some gangster shit right now that they don't got time for internal beef. Go figure. So I just watch them. Oh, everyone is, they're just doing what they got to do. We can say our theories or whatever, but straightforward. So I have less to say. Even on one of my favorite series, I have less to say because it's straightforward. You're gonna watch a couple of Bleach moments because of where they're at. I like Bleach, but there's not much I have to say. You know, it's, in this little flashback arc, a couple of it would end. I'm like, yo, bro, we know what happens in the future. We know what happens, right? They just telling us how we got here, but yeah, we see it. There ain't nothing much to say. You know, that happens sometimes. So even on some of the series that are my favorites, yeah, we don't have things to say on certain episodes. So like Cobra Kai, I always have something to say at Cobra Kai because that was all toxic. I mean, there's always relationship problems. So anyways, that is my 2 cents, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching our video or this video. Hope the update is reasonable with you guys. I hope it makes sense. I just want to end on a clear note that I do like Made in Abyss. I don't love Made in Abyss. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did get more invested once the shit started hitting the fan and we started like having danger. I'm like, oh shit, right? That being said, a lot of the setup from episode 1 to 3, like if I'm being honest with you guys, I just probably just go back and just rewatch it and dub, right? Was if it's explained to me before that emotional investment state, I kind of missed the ball, man, and I apologize, but it's a passion project. You know, we just wanted to watch Made in Abyss. But don't think that I half-assed it. I think in the last one, I even rewinded because I was like, why did she look at him that way? Rewind this. We went at the very end of it. We rewinded so that I'm not operating on false information because I still care about not being wrong. I might forget things, but I'm certainly not going to forget that scene. Why? Because that tickled the things I'm curious about. I'm curious about, do you recognize each other? Do you guys have history? Any history with y'all too? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Right? The ranking of a blue whistle, white whistle, how many whistles they are. Well, I don't know, man. Actually, I do know that. I couldn't think of something I don't know to give you an example because I really don't know it, right? So I can't even give you guys an example at the end. But yeah, there's certain things that don't stand out to me. And if director don't make a big deal about it, I probably won't remember. And I know folks at this part are going to say, well, that's why we wanted a dorkable on it. But I just told you it's a passion project. And we are full. Trying to catch up on Bleach, we're full. Season just hit. Like, I can't tie her up in Made in Abyss. And it's a copyright strict show. I know some other people do it. But there was a time period where people were getting hit. So I just stay away from it. That's me. Anyways, long ass video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Pretty much the first 5 minutes is important. But I feel you guys. Later.